They're in yards, they're in parks, but they're not everywhere.
I call trees people glue.
Carrie Tomlinson knows the value of a tree.
Those are ailanthus.
She's worked in urban forestry for the last 30 years.
A good solid 14-15% canopy cover will reduce the ambient temperature up to 8 degrees in any particular setting.
To keep all communities on the right side of the math, the Colorado State Forest Service is offering grants through July for forest development.
We have right now $1.6 million that is open to any group that would like to participate that is representative of a DI community, disproportionately impacted communities.
Because something as simple as shade can be taken for granted. Stephen Hartman brings kids to Argo Park in Globeville multiple times a week. He says heat can impact his summer camp agenda.
On a day like today, limiting the amount of time that we're in the sun to maybe 10 minutes or so.
Globeville is an example of how state funding can support environmental disparities. It's still a work in progress, but Carrie says it's an opportunity all deserve.
This is what we're using to actually make sure that the communities have proper tree canopy cover in the future.
So everyone can understand the value of a tree.
In terms of trees, having those communities come together and unify their efforts and come up with a vision and then have their people be part of putting a plan in place is a part of what we're doing too. This is a look at Colorado using the Climate and Economic Justice Screening Tool. All of the gray areas show disproportionately impacted communities. These are areas with little tree cover or shade. The Colorado Forest Service says groups or advocates from those gray areas are eligible for this grant program. The deadline to apply is the end of this month. Tomlinson says awardees will be notified in September and a whole new generation of trees will be planted next spring. In the studio, Janelle Finch, 9 News.
You tend to think that with all the things that are so controversial these days, trees are generally pretty well thought of.
Yeah, and they are usually not something you think about twice, but clearly for some communities, it's something that they do have to think about.
All right, Janelle, thanks.